Denver Broncos, Mile High View, no commercials, no bullshit. We are going to revisit the New England Patriots game with Cam Newton most likely and most likely Drew Lock. So take it away, Colby.
At least I don't have to watch Brett Rippon versus Brian Hoyer, I guess, right? You know.
Yes, ticket sales.
Maybe that's why they switched the game over to another week. They just because of the viewership, and they didn't want to watch Brett Rippon versus Brian Hoyer. But that being said,
the classic matchup.
Yep, agreed. So this game that's coming up, we already had basically what we were going to expect from this game a week ago or something. So yeah. I'm not going to go into much detail because I've already done the film work on the Patriots, but they're going to be a lot better with Cam Newton under the helm. I mean, they have been. I believe if Cam Newton was playing in that Chiefs game, they would have pulled off the upset against the Chiefs. Well, they would have beat the Chiefs.
Could have. Yeah, that could have been.
But with Cam Newton, Von Miller is his kryptonite, but he's not going to play this game. We all know how we need to beat Cam Newton. People, we've played Cam Newton so many times. You should know how to beat him. You continue to beat him up, hit him, like Wade Phillips did.
You know one thing I've noticed Bill Belichick's been able to do with Cam Newton is Cam Newton's been able to make quicker decisions.
For sure.
Yeah, quick. That's one thing I've noticed. Not this. That's what got in trouble in the Super Bowl and then afterwards.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with the offensive line that he has in front of him compared to the
Carolina line. Correct. He actually, Bronco Nation, take a look at his offensive line, Cam Newton's offensive line. That is a real offensive line at work, at least pass blocking, that's for sure. I'm not sure about their run blocking, but pass blocking, they're the real deal.
Well, with Cam, and also with Cam Newton, they realize that he can't throw the ball deep because he's never, since that shoulder injury. But what I have noticed that they've been able to do is get him outside the pocket, throw those little dink and dunk passes to Julian Edelman, Rex Burkhead, Sony Michel, all those gadget players that Brady used to love in New England. That's why he had so much success because the offensive line.
Sure hands.
So, I know the blueprint of beating Cam Newton. Wade Phillips was the one that introduced it to the NFL, okay?
Yes.
You should know how to beat him, but we don't have the players that we used to beat him. Even in 2016, we don't have the players, we don't have the hitters, we don't have anybody that's going to be able to just beat the living crap out of Cam.
Well, that's how you beat New England. Yeah, you punch him in the nose.
So in this game, I'm going to be looking to see, if Denver's going to come out with that mindset. Okay, we need to just continue to punch Cam Newton, punch him, make him worn out, and then have them run the football because that's not something they're good at. They're not good at running the football. They're good at pass protection. They're really good at pass protection. But
yeah, they are.
They're a good at running football team. So we know how to beat Cam. I know how to beat Cam Newton because I watched the tape. But that's all I have to say about that. You can go
ahead. I think New England was averaging 180 yards a rush up to the time that they were going to play Denver. Between all their running backs that they throw different running backs. So collectively, that was the stat. Anyway, my take is this. First of all, the game plan for me doesn't change. It absolutely does not change whether number 3 is back there playing. Okay, Lock. The other thing is Lock's arm. Can he throw the deep ball anymore? Okay, but here's to me the biggest. With the shoulder. How well.
Yep.
They should try a couple deep ones with that. When it's safe, not be careful. But with that said, to me, the number one thing isn't Lock. The focus to me is Shurmur. Is Shurmur going to get cutesy? Is he going to get stupid, or is he going to run the football and not be scared and get away from the run? Because that would be the best thing right now for Locke and the offense. And keeping the ball out of Cam Newton's hands, bust open, and here's the other thing too, is that I'm not 100% convinced the Broncos O-line is even all that great running the football. They're serviceable running at the football, serviceable, but I wouldn't call them a great running smash mouth offense by any stretch of the imagination. So, but they can't give up on that, because that's going to give Locke a chance not to get his head taken off, is to be able to run with success. But if he starts getting into, Shurmur comes in with the mindset that A, I'm going to throw the ball a lot, B, I'm going to get cutesy, Locke doesn't have a chance. Not with the line that he's got in front of him. He doesn't have a chance. They're going to have to stick to the running game. Period.
That like you said about if Pat Shurmur is gonna come out throwing, that works against Pittsburgh, but that's not gonna work against New England. Okay.
No, in this case, running the football is. Well, that's the thing. You can run this football more successfully against the Patriots than you were ever going to be able to run successfully against Pittsburgh or Tampa, for that matter. But particularly Pittsburgh. So yeah, this is one you do want to run the football.
And like we said about, everybody's praising Gordon because he's having had a good game against the Jets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got something to say. Say it. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. You go ahead. You go ahead, because I want to follow up on what you have to say.
There's only one thing I want to see from Gordon. Only one thing. I don't care if he runs 100 yards. What I want to see is him throw a block for a quarterback. Throw a friggin' block for a quarterback, please. Do one. Show me one. All I've done is seen quarterbacks block for him. I've never seen this guy throw a block for a quarterback yet. I've been waiting. I want to actually highlight that in footage. Please throw a block. Shurmur, make him block.
He's a huge dude. He's huge.
I don't care what sports talk radio says. I want to see it with my own two eyes. I want to see him actually throw a block for the quarterback. Shurmur has no excuse. He should be in there blocking.
And I'm bringing up two things. He should catch the football when he has a great pass hit him in the hands.
Not football.
Yeah. And then number two, I'm gonna keep a close eye on Mike Munchak in this game too, because I have a bone to pick with him, because he has been. I was high on the hire because, okay, you know what? They're gonna, he's gonna implement what he came from Pittsburgh, okay, and what he was as a player. But like we've both said before, were they so focused on working on one player instead of focusing on the other four guys? Okay.
They forgot the rest of the offensive line.
Exactly. So, Mike Munchak, this is a huge game for you, buddy, because the Jets, they outplayed you on the defensive line. They knew how to beat you. Everybody says, "Oh, we still beat the Jets." Oh, agreed. We said, Melvin Gordon ran for 100. He got a lot of those yards on that long touchdown run that Brett Rippon threw a block for him.
Brett Rippon has to show him how to block.
Exactly.
So that's what you pay for. That's what you pay all that money for.
You overpay for a Willis McGahee.
If even that, I don't even know if I want to. Yeah.
He's the same thing as Willis. He fumbles. He doesn't catch.
Doesn't block.
He can't block. And okay, at least Philip Lindsay's got. At least I have seen Philip Lindsay try to block. He's just not very good at it. But I've seen Philip Lindsay try to block. But we have to overpay for Melvin Gordon. Unbelievable.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. Where's the money going? Could we get these offensive linemen we were talking about, defensive linemen we were
Jack
talking
Conklin.
about?
Look at the Browns. Oh! Don't bring up Jack Conklin. Don't bring him up.
No. Well, don't even bring up the guy they signed out from Detroit. Don't bring him up either.
Oh,
But we
Graham
showed
Glasgow,
footage
who's the
of him
next
getting
Ron
shoved in the
O'Leary.
quarterback's face.
Yeah, exactly. Who's the next Ron O'Leary?
Yeah. Well, next on Larry McGovern. Every week, McGovern gets shoved, and I just kept saying that. And that's why I said, I'm going to get a channel. I'm going to start recording this stuff. You know, because they're going on, oh, McGovern, we got to rehire McGovern. And I'm like, oh, man, please let me roll the footage, you know?
So what do the Broncos, so we talked about the Broncos offense against the Patriots defense, because it's going to be a matter of what Pat Shurmur can draw up, run the football. But what do you think the Broncos defense versus the Patriots, what do you think of that matchup?
Offense versus Broncos defense.
Yeah, Patriots offense versus Broncos defense.
Well, okay, now Bill Belichick. Now I'm Bill Belichick with Cam Newton. This is a different thing. I'm thinking I'm going to throw the ball all over the place. That's what I'm going to do, because they can't get to my quarterback. I know they can't get to my quarterback is making better and faster decisions than before. So I'm going to throw on these people and throw on these people and throw on these people. If I'm Belichick, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe a token run once in a while, but I'm going to throw on the Broncos, mainly because they do not have the defensive line to get after Cam Newton. That's what I would do if I was Belichick.
And they don't have the linebackers that can cover those running backs that they have either. And they don't have
Well, I don't know what the Patriots really have for tight ends these days.
No, they don't have any. Well, I'm not worried about the tight ends. I'm worried about like Edelman. Okay, another guy I should bring up. I don't know his first name. His last name is Bird. He's like 5'9". He's one of those fast, speedy receivers that can, like Scotty Miller. I was keeping an eye on him Bucs game, but he's one of those guys where you got to keep a close eye on. You got to respect his speed. Okay, so I'm looking for. Okay, so now Vic Fangio said coming out of the press conference that he's going to have in the nickel sets, he's going to have Callahan in the slot, Bosby, and maybe AJ Boye's back in this game. Who knows? But and Michael Ojemudia. So it's just a matter of, can these corners cover those quick slants? And Fangio, you're going to have to play some man, because you know that they're going to try and do those quick screens, those quick slants. They're not going to test you deep. They'll test you deep occasionally, but with Cam Newton's arm, he can't throw the ball deep. He has never been able to.
So, I would have
to play man.
I had to have 4 and 5 receiver sets on the Broncos.
Yeah.
4 receiver sets, and it would be just an aerial assault the whole game for me.
I think that's what he's going to do, because come on, they're going to, with that 4 wide receiver sets, they're going to have Alexander Johnson and Josie Jewell cover one of those speedy receivers. You know how Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick change their game plan week to week. Okay, so I'm going to wait. I'm waiting for that, because that's what they're going to do. And then you're not going to have the pass rush. Bradley Chubb, he'll probably have a pressure here and there, but with Cam Newton's pocket awareness and pocket escapability, he won't be able to get him. Unlike if you had a Tom Brady back there.
Look at the Jets. Sam Darnold had a pocket every time. And if Sam Darnold had a pocket every time, I guarantee you that Cam Newton will have a pocket around him every time.
Exactly. I think they're going to do a lot of read option. They're going to do a bunch of, because I've watched the film the past 4 weeks they've played. They like to run that option because Cam Newton has that versatility of running the football. Unlike Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold has some speed, but he's not the escape artist like.
I don't think they need. I don't even think they would really need to do that against the Broncos.
Line situations.
Yeah, I just think that he'll have so much time, relatively anyway. He'll have plenty of time to hit receivers.
And this is going to be a big game. This is where it's going to come down to. I'm not expecting anything from the defensive line and linebackers. I'm going to be looking at the 2 safeties that everybody, they're the best safety duo in the NFL.
Agreed.
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 Green Jackson and Justin Simmons, who have been unbelievably disappointing. You got to be kidding me. I'm going to be looking at those two.
Oh, yeah.
We can't forget to bring up those two because sports talk radio. Whoa, we gotta talk about the corners. Agreed. Actually, I actually see some potential in the cornerback room than I do in the safety room right now. With Michael Ojemudia, who I was a big fan of and a big fan of that pick. Bryce Callahan has impressed me because he hasn't been hurt and he's played.
Yes, he's come back. He's making me think that maybe Fangio knew what he was talking about.
That was a Fangio hire, not an Elway move.
Well, yeah, it had been. That had been Fangio all the way.
And Devontae
Bosby.
I'm a big fan of him. So I see the.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good.
Yeah,
he looks better than that guy that Elway brought in from off the street. I had to look him up, and it just didn't. I'm like, was that a last minute decision or what?
It had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where's Mark Barron? He is your answer to covering tight ends and covering those fast, speedy, twitchy 5'9" fast receivers. Where's he been? He's been on the shelf. Oh, how dare you make me play?
Is he also on injured reserve?
Hurt. He's still hurt. But we got the Patriots game. I'm sorry I went off topic, but I'm just saying.
No, I know. It just it gets old with Elway's castaways.
It just makes you want to pull your hair out. I don't have any hair right now, but I just when I did, oh my gosh. But I just like you said, I agree with you. They're gonna come out with like 5 receiver sets. They're gonna have a running back, and they're gonna make him go deep or do a slant route with Rex Burkhead, who has that versatility. And they're gonna line him up against Josie Jewell, and everybody's saying, "Oh, his coverage ability is better this year." Are you kidding me? I cannot.
Agreed. Agreed.
Alexander Johnson is the next Al Wilson. Everybody keeps clamoring.
Agreed.
They can't cover. They can't.
They can barely tackle.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're like the T-Rexes. Oh, they're like so. Oh my gosh.
But I don't even give them the legs of the T-Rex. They're like toothpicky legs. It's horrible.
It's just, oh my gosh.
Watching Josie Jewell trying to take down Sam Darnold was embarrassing.
Same with Alexander Johnson.
It was, the MIFs, all the whiffs and everything. Yes, the whiffs.
It was also embarrassing on that run play with Darnold. Kareem Jackson.
Yeah, I showed video on my.
I'm done with him.
Yeah, I showed video of him completely losing the block or the tackle on that Pittsburgh Steelers running back. He ran it almost for a touchdown at the end of the game. It was all on him. He completely whiffed on that.
But we both know what we're going to expect from New England, okay? Belichick is a genius. He's the best coach in NFL history for a reason, okay? We know what we're going to get, and we're going to get a different game plan than we think, because I think he's going to do what you suggested, because he's not stupid. He's not sports talk radio. I think they're going to do that. They're going to come out passing, because they know that we gave Mike Purcell a 3-year deal. He's a run defender, not a pass rush specialist.
That's what we have. That's why run the football now. They got Cam Newton. It's going to be, bombs away.
This might be his best game of the year.
Could be. It's going to be bombs away. I mean, it's going to be. He's going to have maybe 40 to 50 attempts.
You think? Okay. Do you like doing score predictions or no?
No, I'm not a big score prediction.
Good. I think Patriots will win this game, though.
Yeah. I just don't see the Broncos. No. So, all right. Well, somebody's home now, and do you anything last things you want to say?
Nope. I will talk to you later this week, and see you later.
Yeah, take care, man.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.